Will Baylen Out Loud return for Season 3? Everything we know so far. After a heartwarming finale took Baylen Dupree, Colin Dooley, and the rest of her family to London, England, fans are eager to find out if the beloved TLC series, Baylen Out Loud, will return for a third season. After Colin proposed to Baylen during the Season 1 finale of Baylen Out Loud, Season 2, which aired on TLC from October 7 to December 30, 2025, primarily focused on Baylen and Colin planning for their wedding and their future as a married couple. From a debate about their wedding venue to a trip to London, Season 2 was full of highs and lows for the Dupree family. However, the season ended on the best possible note, as Baylen tried out the new Pulse device, a bracelet that provides gentle electrical stimulation to the median nerve, reducing her tics. While the device is not yet available in the States, it certainly gave her new hope for the future. With Baylen and Colin's highly anticipated wedding on the horizon, it's clear that fans want Season 3 of Baylen Out Loud to hit their screens as soon as possible. Scroll to find out everything we know about Baylen Out Loud Season 3, including if the series has been renewed, when fans should expect the season to premiere, and more. Will there be a Season 3 of Baylen Out Loud? As of January 2026, TLC has not confirmed that Baylen Out Loud has been renewed for a third season. However, Season 1 of Baylen Out Loud, which became the #1 freshman series on cable in 2025 across all key demos, was a major success for TLC. If fans tuned into Season 2 nearly as much as they watched Season 1, we'd expect to see the Season 3 announcement any day now. Plus, Season 2 captured Baylen and Colin's wedding prep. Who wouldn't want to see their wedding after all that build-up? When will Baylen Out Loud Season 3 premiere? While Season 3 of Baylen Out Loud has not been confirmed yet, based on past seasons, we'd expect to see Season 3 premiere before the end of 2026. Both Seasons 1 and 2 of Baylen Out Loud premiered in 2025, with Season 1 ending in March and Season 2 beginning in October. If TLC decides to maintain a 7-month gap between seasons, the third season will likely premiere around August. Will Baylen and Colin get married during Season 3 of Baylen Out Loud? At this time, Baylen and Colin have not confirmed their wedding date. However, it is clear that they will be tying the knot between spring and summer 2026. It's unlikely that Baylen Out Loud would feature 2 full seasons of wedding prep, so fans should definitely expect to see Baylen and Colin head down the aisle during Baylen Out Loud Season 3. Find out everything we know about Baylen and Colin's upcoming wedding here. When are Baylen Dupree and Colin Dooley getting married? New wedding updates. Wedding bells are ringing on Baylen Out Loud. Now that Season 2 has come to an end, we're more eager than ever to see Baylen and Colin tie the knot. During the Season 1 finale of Baylen Out Loud, Baylen Dupree's longtime boyfriend, Colin Dooley, surprised her with a stunning proposal in front of her entire family. Throughout Season 2, wedding planning was in full force. From Baylen's dream of having an alpaca in attendance on her big day to her dad's vision of having the ceremony in his backyard, it was clear that the road to their wedding day wouldn't be as clear-cut as the couple had hoped. That being said, their wedding is shaping up to be an incredibly emotional event that will be well worth the wait. The Season 2 finale also brought a heartwarming update about who will walk Baylen down the aisle when the day comes. Shocking her mom, Julie, Baylen asked both of her parents to walk her down the aisle. Teary-eyed, she explained, "It's been a lot. It's been a lot the last 5 years." She continued, "The only people that know that are my parents, so to have them walk me down the aisle, when 5 years ago I couldn't even walk because my tics were so bad. It makes me feel whole." So, where did Baylen and Colin land on their wedding day, location, planning, and more? We're breaking down everything you need to know about the big day below, including everything we know about when and where they're getting married. Scroll to find out all we know so far, and check back for updates as we learn more. When are Baylen and Colin getting married? Right now, Baylen and Colin have not announced their official wedding date. However, while celebrating the new year, Baylen did confirm that she and Colin are getting married in 2026. On New Year's Day, she wrote, "So excited to be a 2026 bride." While looking at venues, Baylen and Colin asked about availability between spring and summer 2026, so we'd guess they're planning to tie the knot between May and August of 2026. Having booked the venue, it's clear that they have their sights set on this summer. Ahead of Season 2, Baylen told Access Hollywood that fans might have to wait until Season 3 to watch them get married. At the same time, Colin confessed, "I don't think we really want to sit on this engagement too long. I know that the both of us are really eager to get married." When did Baylen and Colin get engaged? Baylen and Colin announced their engagement on February 11, 2025. To let fans know the big news, the couple took to Baylen's TikTok to share their engagement and show off her stunning engagement ring. Colin said, "The both of us are very excited to officially announce to y'all that we are engaged." Where is Baylen and Colin's wedding venue? Baylen and Colin are getting married at a gorgeous, private wedding venue on top of a flipping mountain. Baylen explained that she felt really comfortable ticking freely in such a secluded venue. The venue is near Roanoke, close to Colin's family. Throughout Season 2, the location of Baylen and Colin's wedding had been a serious point of tension between the couple and Baylen's parents. While Baylen's dad, Alan, encouraged having the wedding in his spacious backyard, Baylen and Colin wanted to explore different venues. As Colin put it, Baylen has really been working really hard to be more independent. Having this wedding in her parents' backyard would be kind of like pushing her back into the fold. When Alan threw a last-minute engagement party for Baylen and Colin in the backyard, they definitely started to see his vision. Especially, once he brought out Scooby the alpaca to the party. However, Baylen and Colin confirmed that they had gone with their mountaintop venue. What's next for Baylen and Colin? During the Season 2 finale, Baylen made it clear that Colin would want to have babies yesterday with his timeline. While Baylen isn't ready to take that leap yet, she explained, "At the end of the day, we have to have a family on my terms because of my condition." In the end, Colin admitted that Baylen was right. Baylen also revealed to her mom that they had also talked about moving to London so that Baylen could use the new Pulse device on a daily basis, as it is not yet available in the States. Colin explained, "Giving you a better life means the most to me, so that you can live a happier life, and be a mom in the future." That being said, for now, it seems like the couple's biggest priority is walking down the aisle in 2026. Stay tuned for more details about Baylen and Colin's wedding. Baylen Dupree defends John Davidson after BAFTA incident. Can you imagine how heartbreaking it is to say something that you don't mean? Baylen Dupree, the eponymous star of TLC's Baylen Out Loud, the biggest freshman cable hit last year, is a young woman who suffers from Tourette syndrome. Dupree knows a thing or two about how the disease is perceived, and she has used her platform to defend John Davidson, the subject of the movie I Swear, after the Tourette sufferer and campaigner could be heard shouting various expletives throughout the BAFTA Film Awards ceremony Sunday in London. "I need to speak on this as someone who lives with Tourette's. When you live with this disorder, you lose control of your own voice sometimes. And that is a terrifying thing," Dupree wrote Tuesday on social media. "Tics are not thoughts. They are not opinions. They are not secret beliefs hiding underneath the surface. They are involuntary neurological impulses, like a sneeze or a hiccup, except sometimes they attach themselves to words that carry weight, history, and pain." Can you imagine how heartbreaking it is to say something that you don't mean? To hear a word come out of your own mouth and feel immediate shame? To want to crawl out of your own body because your brain betrayed you? People think if a slur comes out, it must reflect what's in your heart. But Tourette's doesn't pull from hatred, it often pulls from anxiety, from fear, from the very thing you're most scared of saying. The brain misfires on what feels charged or taboo. It doesn't excuse the hurt a word carries. Words matter. History matters. Pain matters. But so does neurological reality. There is a difference between intent and impulse, she continued. Living with Tourette's means constantly apologizing for something you didn't choose. It means living with the fear that one moment could define you forever. It means knowing that no matter how kind you are, no matter what you believe, one tick could make the world decide who you are. And that's devastating. There has been much fallout in the UK after the incident, which included Davidson shouting the N-word when Sinners stars Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo presented an award. BAFTA has started a comprehensive review, and the BBC is facing criticism for leaving up a version of the ceremony on iPlayer in which the racial slur was audible for 15 hours before it was taken down. Baylen Out Loud, which premiered in January 2025, chronicles 22-year-old Dupree's struggles with various extreme and uncontrollable vocal and motor tics as she challenges herself to become an independent adult and move out of her parents' home. She was diagnosed with Tourette's at age 18 and has used humor to navigate through life. With 9.5 million followers on TikTok, Dupree has garnered a loyal audience who admires her openness in sharing how she leverages the power of positivity and her strong relationships to navigate life's challenges. The series, which also stars Dupree's 5 siblings, her boyfriend Colin, her father Alan, and her mother Julie, is produced by Michael Levitt Productions. It was quickly renewed by TLC for a second season and became both the #1 freshman series among adults and women 25 to 54 in primetime. Baylen Out Loud star Baylen Dupree issues heartbreaking statement to fans. Reality TV star Baylen Dupree has shared powerful message about living with Tourette's in the wake of the BAFTA Awards. Reality TV personality Baylen Dupree has received an outpouring of support from followers after she defended Tourette's advocate John Davidson, who involuntarily shouted a racial slur during the 2026 BAFTA ceremony. John's experiences growing up with Tourette syndrome served as the inspiration for the film I Swear, and its lead, Robert Aramayo, won the event's Best Actor award for his depiction of the disability campaigner. The neurological condition causes sudden, uncontrollable sounds or movements called tics. Baylen, 23, has now shared her perspective on the incident, following the BBC's apology for failing to remove the remark from its television coverage. The TikTok personality has amassed a substantial following by sharing her experiences living with the condition and even stars in her own reality series, Baylen Out Loud, which documents her life as a young woman with Tourette's, reports The Mirror. In one episode, she attempts to prepare a meal for her fiancé, but faces significant danger of burns and cuts due to one of her frequent tics involving involuntary movements. I need to speak on this as someone who lives with Tourette's, her extensive Instagram post opened. When you live with this disorder, you lose control of your own voice sometimes, and that is a terrifying thing. She went on, tics are not thoughts. They are not opinions. They are not secret beliefs hiding underneath the surface. They are involuntary neurological impulses like a sneeze or hiccup, except sometimes they attach themselves to words that carry weight, history, and pain. Can you imagine how heartbreaking it is to say something you don't mean? To hear a word come out of your own mouth and feel immediate shame? To want to crawl out of your own body because your brain betrayed you? People think if a slur comes out, it must reflect what's in your heart. But Tourette doesn't pull from hatred, it often pulls from anxiety, from fear, from the very thing you're most scared of saying. The brain misfires on what feels charged or taboo. It doesn't excuse the hurt a word carries. Words matter. History matters. Pair matters. But so does neurological reality. There is a difference between intent and impulse. Living with Tourette's means constantly apologizing for something you didn't choose. It means living with the fear that one moment could define you forever. It means knowing that no matter how kind you are, no matter what you believe, one tic could make the world decide who you are. And that's devastating. She wrapped up by saying, you can hold space for the harm of a word while also holding space for the reality of a disorder. Compassion doesn't cancel accountability, but education matters. Please understand this. When someone with Tourette's says something offensive as a tic, it is not coming from their heart. It's coming from a brain that sometimes doesn't give them a choice. Her followers quickly rallied behind her with an outpouring of support. One fan wrote, coming from someone who lived 44 years with Tourette syndrome, exactly this. Whilst another chimed in, thank you for speaking on this. I immediately thought of you when I saw/heard the video of this man. Baylen Dupree defends John Davidson after BAFTA incident. Can you imagine how heartbreaking it is to say something that you don't mean? Baylen Dupree, the eponymous star of TLC's Baylen Out Loud, the biggest freshman cable hit last year, is a young woman who suffers from Tourette syndrome. Dupree knows a thing or two about how the disease is perceived, and she has used her platform to defend John Davidson, the subject of the movie I Swear, after the Tourette sufferer and campaigner could be heard shouting various expletives throughout the BAFTA Film Awards ceremony Sunday in London,